In today's video, I'll be exploring VRChat families and also how VR is evolving iPad kids and changing them for better or worse. Do you have any advice? I'm trying to get into a VRChat family.
No, I don't have any advice on that. I don't do that.
You're gonna keep gatekeeping this virtual information that I cannot attain by myself virtually on the internet?
Genuinely, I don't know shit about.
That's what a gatekeeper would say. Oh, right, okay. You know what, I'm not gonna press you. Alright, you seem like an innocent little squirrel. Possum, squirrel?
I'm a ferret.
Anyway, you don't seem like you know much. Hey, what about you, Tank? Do you know anything about virtual families? You just spoke in lag. I have no clue what you just said. Hey, do you guys have any advice on how I could join a VRChat family?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
I'm asking how I can join one. Like, do you have any... why did I get blocked? I'm trying to join a virtual family, you see. So I was wondering if you'd like be interested in like introducing me to your virtual family. Did I just get blocked? Wow, that was fast. You sound like the leader of a virtual family. Can I join? What the fuck? Like, why do you have to start a virtual family? For what reason? Why can't you just play the game like a normal individual and talk to people? You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
You agree, right, man? Like, it's so odd, right? Like,
It's quite strange that people want to make families.
yeah, and it's in like damn near every game, from Rec Room to Roblox to fucking VRChat. It's
I
weird.
played Rec Room for most of my life because I was on PlayStation VR.
Well, what was Rec Room like?
Honestly, it's the exact same.
Oh, exactly the same as VRChat.
Yeah, just less creativity from people, I should say.
You know how many people will like have VR parents? A lot. There's a lot of people.
Like they adopt them?
Here's the craziest thing. Like with VR parents, I'm not even f***ing, there'll be like 30-year-old motherfuckers who have VR parents. This is genuinely true. I've seen it with my own eyes.
What? That sounds so unemployed. No offense to them.
The thing is they all have f***ing jobs.
Oh.
Like, they all have full-time f***ing jobs.
Damn.
IRL.
Maybe
That's the thing.
Maybe it's like to compensate for like loss in their actual life, you know? Like, could be that. Who knows? Who knows?
Like, I mean, I don't really judge them. It's whatever. If you want to have VR parents, go right ahead. It's just wild to me that you have VR parents who are younger than you. I've seen people who are like 30 plus age-wise, and they have VR parents who are like in their 20s. It's like, okay.
What kind of logic is that? Yeah.
I'm not a judge person when it comes to what you do on VRChat, but that is just like,
Yeah.
come on, like
VRChat is not a childhood simulator.
There's some people I know who have like minors, like we're talking maybe 13, 14-year-olds who sound like the most squeaker of squeakers, and that's like their VR kid.
What?
And they're like in their 20s or 30s, and it's like, alright, let's press on the brakes here, buddy. If it's another adult, whatever. If it's an actual child, ooh, we're approaching some Jeffrey Epstein shit right there, and
maybe
I want to stop you.
Maybe that parents should actually parent them, you know, their real parents and not the virtual ones, you know, like, yeah, that's...
This is... You wonder what the absolute just mind-boggling thing is a lot of these VR parents with like especially younger VR kids is that they actually parent them.
What?
Like they actually tell them like a bedtime or not to do this or not to do that, or like they're VR grounded or whatever and shit. Like they actually parent them in VR.
Yeah, that's one step away from Jeffrey Epstein level manipulation. I swear to God, that's manipulation.
Like most of them, it's completely innocent. Like they're not trying to do anything sinister. It's like they just have a kid in VR, and it's just, it's like, but why? I don't get this. Like,
It says you have VR kids. How is that humanly possible? Like, do you give birth to them, or what?
I just have friends that I like to adopt as my children.
So it's not like phantom pregnancy or anything like that? It's just normal?
It's normal, like, hey, that's my friend, they're adopted, I'm adopting them as my kid. That's all it is.
That's what's up. But no papers need signing or anything like that? Just straight adoption?
I got phantom pregnancy.
I'm 35, I'm an old person.
So, like, how does the VRChat family stuff work?
Usually it's just my friends that I hang out with. They're usually younger than me, so I just adopt them.
Okay, so is there like a father, and then like a brother, then like a sister, and then like a grandfather, then a cousin, then a...
No, there used to be two moms, but I got broken up with.
Damn, I'm sorry about that. Hey, you know, life is not about how you dance to the thunderstorm, it's how you twerk in the rain, you know what I'm saying? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
No, see, when life gives me lemons, I lay in a grave.
That's f***ed up. I'm sorry you're going through that. How do you choose who you're adopting though? Like, you know, I'm a starving African kid. You want to adopt me?
How do I adopt it? Usually, it depends on how long they hang out with me. I don't need any more kids.
16's the limit. I feel you, bro.
Like, they have parents in real life. Like, they have some form of parental guardian. Why are you doing it?
Yeah. What do they gain from it? Maybe it's like practice. I don't know.
If you want a kid, if you want a kid so bad, either adopt. Like, you can adopt.
Yeah, you could just make one. You know, there's so many things you could do. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, they choose to do it on VRChat.
Damn.
It's kind of weird. Especially if it's like a minor, it's just really weird to me.
There's probably been a situation where like the child listens more to the virtual parent than their real one. Like this probably, yeah, definitely happened.
But like half the kids on VRChat fucking treat this shit like it's real life. I wouldn't doubt it.
Here you go, boo. Oh my god. There you go. You've been loved. You've been loved. You've been loved. Yes, you have. You've been loved.
Can I join in?
This is my friend Tachyon. They will pet you until you cannot be pet no more.
Hello.
Sorry to interrupt the snuggling, but I wanted to ask, how can I join a VRChat family? Like, is there a way?
Why would you just come in and...
Oh my god, bro. Okay, cool. Like, you have two 31-year-olds kissing each other in a virtual lobby, and you decide to kick the guy who's just trying to investigate and ask some questions about virtual families.
Instead of hanging out with randos and people that don't really do nothing on here, don't commit to nothing, you know, that's why we kind of just made like a family.
I'm pretty committed.
We always set times when people are going to be on. We know time zones of each other. We know like when we're going to be on, what we're going to go play. I'm obviously the leader of my group.
So it's more like a mob.
No, I'm a patriarch.
This is not a VR family. I've seen my fair share of VR families.
God.
This isn't a VR
Motherfucking
family.
Christ.
This sounds
I'm like
more
the
like
dad
a
of all of
company.
them.
Oh, you made it sound to be more like a business.
Is it like the Loud House?
No. It's not a business. It's a family hangout.
Do you have any
the Loud House, though.
cult-like activities? Like any cult-like activities, out of curiosity?
No, we just hang out.
No goat blood involved. Just double checking, you know. Hey, we don't judge, bro. We love our goats. Is anyone vegan here? Okay, just double checking. I mean, like, when are we coming together again, like as a family? When are we all gonna, you know? How can I get in on these activities?
I'm not sure. Like, what do you mean? Like my family?
Yeah. So like an initiation process, adoption papers.
Like an inauguration? Is there an inauguration? Like,
No, it's more of like you'd have to hang out with me, so I would add you. There's about 7 of us. We're all over 18. None of us are underage.
Like,
and,
hey, I don't mind being the second, third cousin removed. You know, I could be like your great granny. You know, I don't mind.
Can I?
Like a fill any role.
Can I be the creepy uncle?
Hell no, man. What the f, man?
we have Angel, which is he's Latino. He's Puerto Rican.
Hey, I don't mind being the DEI hire, you know? I'm cool with that. I don't mind being that guy.
DEI hire.
You know, if you have it, I could fill that role for that position. It seems to me like there were two types of VRChat families. One's where they only allowed people who are 18 plus in.
There's about 7 of us. We're all over 18. None of us are underage.
And then there was the other type, which had a vast range of ages from the age of 40 to probably 12 years old in it.
Usually it's just my friends that I hang out with. They're usually younger than me, so I just adopt them.
So from the people I'd spoken to so far, it seemed like VRChat families were quite innocent. However, I had some inkling that there was a dark side to this, which I had to explore and get to the bottom of. So, like, could you explain VRChat families to me really quickly? I don't really understand them.
Oh, yeah. Follow me.
Okay.
VRChat families, 9 times out of 10, they're the children.
That's so f***ed up though. Like a disguise kind of, most of the time.
Yeah.
Why doesn't VRChat do anything about these, you know, families and shit?
Because they usually don't know. The people don't know that that's what they really mostly are. It's just to groom them.
Then like if they do get caught or exposed, I guess they could just recreate another account and rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
This isn't a haha strange danger moment. This is the predator's playground. And a lot of these kids are clueless. They'll follow anyone who sounds nice, especially if they're promised a somewhat loving friend group. VRChat families.
Some of them are good though. Some of them, I used to be in one. It wasn't as much as a family. Okay, come here.
So how did you get out of that then? What made you realize, okay, this is not the way, this is not the life, this is not it, you know? What made you realize?
Listen, what it is, what happened was, in Rec Room. Everyone turned on each other. He came to me. I didn't want to. She peer pressured me to do it.
I thought Rec Room was an innocent game. I thought it was like the innocent version of VRChat. This happens in there too?
If anything, it's way worse because...
What the fuck? Oh my god. So this isn't just a VRChat issue. This is an issue that spans across like Roblox, Rec Room, VRChat, every social game basically. So my question is, right? My question is, so you knowing all this, why engage with like these environments at all in the first place, though? Right? Like, no, not to victim blame. Right? I'm not trying to victim blame. I'm just saying, like, yeah, these environments and these games like that. Why engage with them at all if it has predators and shit like that?
First off, friends like Sage over here. I know them IRL, so.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when I'm not with them, I try to look for people that are in polys or like in the families and try to, get them out.
You try to save people from families? Oh, right. Okay.
My boyfriend is a pedo hunter. So I help him with that also.
That's good. So you're like a little virtual Batman, but for Rec Room kind of. So you guys like 15. Why even engage in this stuff though? Like at all? Why not just, I don't know, just play the game?
We didn't know she was like that. She kind of just said, "Oh yeah."
Speaking of predators, do you see that one time they fought all those xenomorphs in that movie?
No, wrong film or wrong topic. Yeah, this is a serious one. Wrong topic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alien vs Predator was pretty serious in my opinion, as I waited for that film for a long time.
Did you get into this lifestyle at your age because of what? Because you just wanted to make friends initially, and then it developed into all of this, or what? What was the reason? Like, how did it?
9 times out of 10, it's because they've been lonely for so long in their life.
But like, bro, where your parents at? Where your parents at, dude? Like, what's
I have had the headset since 12. I didn't start playing until I was like 13. Then maybe a month into it, I turned and then it kind of just went downhill from there.
Fuck. And was the trigger just loneliness that caused it to go downhill?
Yes, this loneliness, and like 9 times out of 10, they haven't been in a relationship ever in their life. So.
And then there are people on the game who take advantage of that and got you. Damn.
Basically, I never played in public when I was in Oculus.
Not
I played with them.
Once? That's crazy. So you were kind of like in a bubble, like a echo chamber. But it just seemed like a whole web of just predatory behavior. So fucked. I'm sorry. I hope you guys, wow, shocking. And just to think that the average VRChat family, or 60% of them, engage in such acts or such degeneracy, makes you think and question, why does this even happen on the game in the first place? And why aren't parents more aware of this? I think it's because VRChat in the beginning stages was packaged as a meme-friendly environment for kids to roam around and enjoy their time. However, it's devolved into absolute degeneracy, the addition of full-body tracking, ERP, and so much more. And the worst thing about these families is that a lot of them just stay in private lobbies. So they're in an echo chamber where effectively they can't escape. And if they do, then someone might get doxxed, or even worse, it becomes a toxic environment. And it's also strange that kids are hanging out with adults, period. And when I confronted this quote-unquote family dynamic, which I'd seen on VRChat, this was the response. How old are you, Master Mutt, out of curiosity?
Connor.
Don't you think it's a little weird to be hanging out with a 15-year-old? I don't know.
Nigga, shut the up.
What do you mean you don't want to hear it? I think it's what you need to hear. Yep, wow. Not much I can do there. Especially when the manipulation is that deep and it seems like they're brainwashed as well. Let's take it back. iPad kids were bad, but at least they were stationary and still. You could hear them stomping around like little goblins, yelling at Cocomelon and Peppa Pig in the background. But VRChat has changed the game completely. In this lobby I joined, there are quite literally 15-year-olds posting gifs of people blowing their brains out. Yeah, VRChat gives the option for people to post gifs and videos. You're blocked? Why do you block him? I feel as if you don't.
Blocked because he put up some weird shit, right? Nobody want to see nobody get their neck chopped off.
Oh yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Does that shit? Y'all are sick. I hope that happens to y'all.
Don't you see it every month?
Those guys look kind of sick. If your parents saw this, they would be disgusted. They need help. Dead ass. Yeah, she's laughing about it. Hey, it's not funny, okay? Why are you faking a laugh, bro? You just lost all aura.
I'm really not. It's funny.
No, you know it's not funny. Look, when you need therapy at the age of you're gonna probably watch the YouTube video and think, oh shit, I should have listened to the random guy on the internet who told me not to act like this.
Nah,
oh, bet what you can't post.
not.
You ever heard of something called blurring shit out, dude? It's really simple. these 3 kids who are gathered around in a circle, posting GIFs and videos in a public lobby of someone blowing their brains out and other despicable videos and things which nobody should ever see. And it made me think, what happened to the good old days of Club Penguin, where social games weren't as dark and were lighthearted, fun and friendly? Is it the platforms that had changed? Is it the kids themselves who had changed? Is it the parenting styles that had changed? So I did ask them about it, and they completely deflected everything I was trying to say. So why do y'all do this? Like, what do you gain from it, huh? What changed? I used to play Minecraft at your age. So new account. Look, I don't care if you get banned. I'm just trying to document this game, okay? How sick the people are in it. You know?
So you want to drop? I can drop you to where there are pedophiles and people worse than us if you want.
I've already got all that stuff on my YouTube video. He said, why not go and look for bad people, predators, and whatnot? The funny thing is, I actually tried this in the past, but even if you expose a predator on a game, nothing really happens unless you get law enforcement involved. And even at that, it's still hard. 90% of the YouTube videos you see about exposing predators don't really result in much. There's no jail time, and all it does is make a smarter predator, as what they've got to do is just create another account, and they're free to continue doing exactly what they were doing before, which was preying on innocent VRChat players. Effectively just a catch and release system when you're catching a predator in VRChat nowadays. So instead of focusing on that aspect, it would be simpler to create a video that notifies parents of the type of individuals that their kids interact with on VRChat. Maybe a parent will see this and stop their kid from playing this game entirely. Since the VRChat moderation team is as helpful as an umbrella with holes in it, maybe instead of focusing on the moderation, it would make sense to focus on the parenting and how kids even get access to such a degenerate game like this. This game gives people free will without the consequence of their actions, hence why it's a breeding ground for such degenerate behavior. At first it was Roblox on the iPad, and then it developed into headsets with spatial audio, full voice chat, and no parental controls and moderation.
A femboy!
How do you know what a femboy is? What the heck, dude? You sound like...
I've seen porno before.
You... What?! Little Timmy, you need to get off the internet immediately!
Wow.
Someone revoke his internet access. We're taking your Wi-Fi away. You're not allowed, alright? You know what?
Oh my god. Oh my god!
This isn't even a slippery slope. It's a downright avalanche into degeneracy. You might be wondering, where are the parents in all of this? And honestly, I don't think they even know what VRChat is. They just see a headset and go, "Ooh, cool, virtual Minecraft." And what's worse is when a parent intentionally lets their kid play such degenerate games. I'm still shocked at the fact. You play it with your daughter. Like, like this game is terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Why? She's gonna play it regardless. So it's better if she plays with me, and I know what's being said around her, and she's allowed to say what she wants as long as she knows what she's saying.
I guess as long as she goes on when you're on, like specifically, like
no,
I guess
she can get on whenever she wants. She tells me everything.
And then if she okay, the thing that would no man, if the thing that it would oh my god, I'm stuttering. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I don't have nicotine. Okay, breathing. Okay, it's better that she feels open and safe enough to tell her mother, because in my sense, I don't feel comfortable telling my mom anything because she'll throw it back in my face.
Okay.
Whoa.
I mean, that sounds like a...
Throw it back in your face. What the hell?
Oh, no, not like that, bro. Hey, yo. You need the Bible.
They're gonna do what the fuck they want to do anyway, regardless. They're gonna get out and stuff regardless. So might as well give them open space to speak to you, and just hang out with them.
Okay.
They're good kids.
Wait, so who started playing VRChat first? Was it you or your kid who played it first?
I really bet you do.
We played at the same time. I bought both us VR headsets at the same time. My kids got VR headsets, switches, phones, laptops, PlayStations, the VR headsets.
Oh, okay.
So they get everything they could possibly need. My kids are spoiled.
Isn't that a bit too much internet? Do you ever not feel as if it's just too much for them? Because the internet's wild, bro. Like, I get VRChat, you playing with her, but no.
No.
Swear to God.
What's your YouTube channel?
I don't know what he's talking about, bro. I don't know.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
What do you mean, bro? Nah, bro's got ultrasonic hearing. How can you tell? Like, I don't get that.
How can I tell? Because I watch your videos every day, bro. I know that accent anywhere.
When I was young, my brain could only handle maybe Roblox and Minecraft. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? So I'm shocked, But hey,
I encourage my children to play video games.
Mr. Mail.
Look, I understand games like Modern Warfare 3, Marvel Rivals, they're good for building character, like a good COD lobby builds character, but VR chat, not so much. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on.
Wait, what was
And you meet more people that way too, and it's in a safe environment.
Yeah, you're home and not fucking out and about.
What are they gonna do? Ask my daughter for nude pictures? I wish they would. That's hilarious when guys do. It makes me happy.
What? Huh? Huh? What the fuck?
Okay, so context. Some guy asked, like, this happened multiple times. Guys have asked my daughters for pictures, and every time she flips out on them, and it's always in a funny way. My daughter will turn people down in a heartbeat. That's what I'm saying. My kids are good. My daughter will tell them off, tell them no, run her mouth, say she'll eat their grandmother's ashes, tell them that they're pieces of shit, dad should have got milk and shit like that. I ain't gotta worry about that. And then she'll come down and show me, and then we laugh about it together.
Okay, I mean, as long as they can handle themselves, but still it's wild, though. Like, I'd be too afraid to, let my kid do that shit.
I'm not. I've taught my children now how to handle the situation.
The average predator is a master manipulator. Like, there's so many news stories about this shit. I don't know, man. You parent your kid how you want. I'm just saying. Like, my kids are saints. Oh, this would never happen to them. And now some of it is just dumb chaos. We all remember being edgy online in Xbox 360 lobbies, but these kids have skipped the introductory levels, bro. They have gone straight to the final boss of internet culture, saying slurs for clout and quoting Andrew Tate like it's scripture. And this is what happens when you give a 10-year-old access to VR, TikTok, and Discord before they even hit puberty. They don't become enlightened, they become little gremlins with trauma they don't understand yet, because they're witnessing things they shouldn't be seeing. And this isn't just a VR chat issue, this is an issue that spans across every single social game that's ever been made that kids can get their hands on or access to. But it's even worse in VR ones, because it's immersive and there's quite literally no moderation. These aren't iPad kids anymore. They're VR kids whose opinions and minds are manipulated and molded by these absolute strangers on the internet. 20, 34-year-olds disguised behind cute anime avatars to blend in. It's actually quite sick. Here's the truth. This isn't a rant against kids, victim blaming, or anything of the sort. It's a wake-up call for parents, developers, and platforms running this circus. VR is not a toy. It's not a console. It's a literal portal into the wildest, most unfiltered parts of the internet. It's the equivalent of giving your child Reddit and 4chan, but making it 3D and interactive. Don't give them full access to the metaverse without supervision, for the love of God. Because right now, the people raising your online kids aren't other kids. They're trolls, predators, and manipulators who feel as if their actions will never have consequences since it's all online. And yes, a lot of this is due to the loneliness that parents give their kids as a gift. In conclusion, not all virtual families are bad. Some of them are actually quite innocent and good. But there is also a dark side, as some virtual families exploit lonely kids. Hopefully some parents sees this and decide to get their kid off VR. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Peace.